New Mordor, right? New Door. Not Mordor, New Door.
Is that where all the orcs are just nudists?
Yeah, exactly. But he's at Mordor, right? The freshly minted Mordor. It's brand new property.
It's got that nice ash smell.
Yeah, it's brand new.
Owner is just vacated recently.
You tell them that Sauron lives because of you!
Halbrand saying, I go by many names, Sauron, etc., etc. There's also this guy, Adar, right?
Adar.
Running around, and we all thought, oh, that could be, Sauron or agent of Sauron, and he claims he killed Sauron. And there's all this, he's Sauron, she's Sauron, that's Sauron, I worked with Sauron. I'm starting to wonder if, we're not being shown the real Sauron, and instead we're just being shown followers and nut jobs that worship and idealize Sauron or work for Sauron.
Like a cult.
Because Sauron is very much, as is Mogarth and what they do and how they've been explained, it is very cult-esque. So I do wonder if, Halbrand being Sauron isn't as necessary as straightforward. And again, this is more me just kind of throwing a wrench in that because why not?
I think it would be a little strange for them to build up the whole
Sauron.
episode 8 and this is the Sauron reveal and the whole confrontation with Galadriel to just be just kidding. And I think there was so many clues being Halbrand is Sauron. I thought the biggest one was in episode 6 after the battle in the Southlands where Halbrand and Adar have some of their confrontations, and he's like, you remember me? That's what Halbrand says, and Adar's like, who are you?
Right.
Who?
Yeah.
He's like, did I kill your? He wrongly thinks that did I kill your family or something? And then you have the scene with Galadriel and Adar, and he's like, and I cut down Sauron, and then you see Halbrand pull Galadriel away. And then Adar is like, wait, who are you?
Right.
And then walks away. And that to me was the confirmation of that is definitely Sauron. So that is definitely the guy he cut down. He's mad at this guy not because he killed anyone. He killed him. He cut him down. This is the confrontation.
So is Sauron,
that to me would be a little weird if they were just oh, just kidding. This isn't
sure. But
Sauron.
I guess my other question though with Halbrand being Sauron is the Sauron of this world, is he kind of like Anubis in Stargate when he lost his corporeal form and was this floating black goo thing and taking people's bodies over? Is he a parasite? Or is he actually a physical...
I think there's a clue.
He's magical.
He's Gandalf.
I think the clue is that when the 3 magical ladies in white find supposed Gandalf, they suggest we need to lift the veil, right? We need to restore your memory. You fell from the sky, and they think he's Sauron. So the implication there, or the assumption, is that they think Sauron's not going to have his memory. He is being some sort of rebirth, or he's coming from a different place.
So reincarnated.
So that's an implication, right? That's a...
Sauron isn't a mortal man.
No,
he's not even an elf.
He and Gandalf are the same beings.
They're these god.
No, that's the movie.
Yeah, they're these godlike figures, right? They can take form. They can take human shape forms, but they're beyond that, right? And that's the whole manipulation part, because you now going back after seeing the revelation of episode 8. You can see him influencing all these different people to do all these different things.
Wonderful things.
I wouldn't say wonderful. I would just say he's doing these things to get what he wants. Him being injured, he wanted to go to meet Celebrimbor to influence him to make these rings. Right.
Which we knew that from Lord of the Rings text that was a thing that happened.
Correct. Right. We know that he influenced Celebrimbor. Right,
and Pharazôn.
You could see that. You could see that in the immediate thing of
I get
feeding
that.
into his hubris.
I get
you
that.
are the
I get that.
Celebrimbor.
But I guess my follow-up question, and just keep throwing things in here, Halbrand being Sauron and Sauron having this ability and godlike thing to take human form.
Sure.
does that mean we're still going to see Halbrand in season 2 as that?
I think
or
so.
will Sauron ascend and become a bird?
I would say yes, because you have that closing shot of Halbrand at New Mordor, right? New Door. Not Mordor, New Door.
Is that where all the orcs are just nudists?
Yeah, exactly. But he's at Mordor, right? The freshly minted Mordor. It's brand new property.
It's got that nice ash smell.
Yeah, it's brand new.
Owner is just vacated recently.
So I feel like that's setting up for season 2 potentially to be him versus Adar.
Okay.
Right, and to take this, because we can presume that in the Mordor area it's Adar with those orcs and whatnot.